Hello everyone, it's Peta here again from Renew Me. Thank you so much for coming by and having a look at the videos. I really do appreciate it. And I know I say that every time you guys come by and have a look at the videos, but it is really something that I'm so thankful that you're doing, because I have for such a long time done the videos and thought that I was just talking to the camera, but with all the emails that are coming in and all the questions that are coming in, look, I really do thank you. Do you know, I was away over the weekend in Sydney, and just while we're on that, thank God that I came back yesterday, because I want to put out there that today there's a siege in the city centre of Sydney, and I know that if anyone is out there like me in Australia, that we're all mortified about what's happening, and we're all just very concerned for the people that are involved and the people that are caught up in this siege, and we're all just hoping and praying that it's all going to finish very soon. You know, we're a peace-loving country here in Australia, and it's something that we have been worried about for a long time, that it could come here, and now it has. So look, we're just really thinking about the families and the people involved. So we're all there with you, and we've all been watching, and I'm sure that there's many Australians out there that've been watching this all day, as I have, and hope that it ends in a very peaceful resolution. So anyway, on that track, I'm going to be talking about facial exercises, but I had to speak it today because it's something that has been weighing heavy on my heart. Okay, so today is Motivation Monday, and we're going to be talking about the 5 tips that help you stay on track with your face exercises. Now, these 5 things I have been doing myself, and I have been able to write a journal, and look, I'll go into all of these things, but to achieve success in anything, you know, we all have to have goals. And I know that in a previous video I have spoken about this. I think I spoke about this last week. But basically what I'm going to do is just take it a little step further so you guys can really start becoming involved and really have a proactive attitude to what you're doing. I said last week that if you don't have a goal, you won't get anywhere because you just muddle about and don't know what you're doing. But hopefully these 5 tips will keep you on track and, well, firstly, put you on track and then keep you on track with your facial exercises. Now, the other thing I want to ask is, has anyone noticed my new backdrop? Isn't it beautiful? Look. Isn't that the most beautiful thing? I thought I'd get some colour in there. I know I had colour in the last one, but this is a really happy, positive backdrop. So I just wanted to see if anybody noticed, actually. But anyway, let's just get on with the 5 tips. All right, so I'm going to read these off my trusty old envelope that I've scratched it on. Certainly I do have a mobile phone, but I've scratched my notes on the envelope. So it's sort of a country thing, maybe. I don't know, but it's just me. So that's how I'm doing it. All right, so the first tip is to have a goal. Now, I know I spoke about that last week, but it is really important to have a goal with your facial exercises. So what you need to do is go through to the website and start planning and having a look and see where your danger points are. You need to do a little bit of sort of legwork before you get to your actual goal, because you need to know what you actually need to work on. So if you go to the website, go to the link below, you'll see there's a whole, it doesn't cost anything, of course, I've just got it there on the website, and there's a whole program there that you just follow to see what you need to establish for your goals. So when you actually start to get to your goals, which is number 1, what I want you to do is write your goals, and your goals would be something like looking younger in 6 months, or reducing the double chin in 3 months, or having a thinner face in 2 months. You know, that might be, your goals. And whatever they are absolutely unique to yourself. I can't give you your goals. You need to work out what they are yourself. Okay. So when you have your goal, what I'd like you to do is then work on rewriting your goals every 3 months. Because what's going to happen is that your chin is going to start to lift, or your nose is going to start to lift, or something is going to change on your face, and you'll need to start changing your goals. So then you need to go back, have a look at yourself in the mirror and think, okay, well, my eyes haven't changed much, so I need to really work on my eyes. So then you go back in 3 months later and you start working on your eyes. Okay, so number 1 tip is write your goals, and then rewrite your goals every 3 months. and reassess what's been happening on your face every 3 months. Okay, number 2 is document your progress. So when you start documenting your progress, just get a really nice little notebook. Now, I have to say to you, I am like a stationery freak. And I go into the shop, I go into these really, you know, like little boutique shops. It might be a news agency or whatever. And I'm straight to the stationery. I'm straight to the coloured pens and, you know, the blank books that's got all those beautiful roses or colours on them. I'm a real colour, really textile type person. So get a really nice notebook, something that you look at that you really feel pleased when you look at it. And really start making and documenting your progress. Now, it might be that one day you wake up and you don't want to do your exercises and you didn't do them. So it might be, okay, today I didn't do my exercises. That's it. So the next day you wake up in the morning and you do your exercises. So it might be, today I did my exercises. So that's basically all it is. It's just documenting your progress, because we truly do forget. And if you're anything like me, you'll forget what you did 2 minutes ago. So if you document your progress, then you can just go back and see how many times you're actually doing your exercises, because I know I say I do them daily, and I know I say to you do them daily, but sometimes we can't do them daily. Sometimes we forget, sometimes we don't want to. So it's a really good thing to just look in the book where you can look back and say, yes, I did my exercises over the month. I did them 20 times over the month. And you can really start to see what your actual progress is. You can see what your patterns are, and you can see what you're actually doing. So that's number 2, is document your progress. Now, also with number 2, what I'd like you to do is take photos. Now, when you take your photos, what I need you to do is find a really good spot where there's light or sunlight coming in on your face through a window. Not where there's any shadows that, you know, shadow the wrinkles or shadow whatever. What I need you to do is have the sunlight coming straight in, take those photos, and then maybe make a little mark where you stood. So the next time you take your photos, which is in 3 months when you review your goals, take another set of photos, and then you can actually see where you've came from and what's actually happened on your face. Now, this is a really good progress. Certainly I did that with my before photos, and I've got millions of before photos. And on my iPhone, what happens is that I show somebody a photo of my dog, but there's something like 90 photos of me just standing there like this. And it's going click, 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 oh, there's a wrinkle there, click, oh, wait a minute, there's a wrinkle there, click, oh, there's a wrinkle there, click. And there's all these photos of me. And then I have to say to these people, look, it's like just a scientific thing that I'm doing, is looking at the progress of the wrinkles on my face. Something like that is what I say. But anyway, that's what happens. And it doesn't matter. Look, I don't even care. So what you need to do is take photos of your progress as well. So that's number 2, when you're documenting your progress. So start off with photos, and then every 3 months, take photos of yourself in the same spot, in the same light. So it might be at 6 o'clock at night you've done it, or at 12 o'clock midday. Do it in the same spot, same light every time you take these photos. And then you'll get a really, really good understanding of what's actually happening on your face. Because, you know, as you know, you look at yourself every day and basically you can't tell what's happening. You can't really see what's happening. Unless a friend comes along and says that you're looking fantastic, you can't really tell what's going on your face. So that's number 2. Now, number 3 is be positive and use affirmations. Now, this is something that I find that happens, is that we get really stressed out whether we're doing the exercises right. Now, for a long time, I was worried whether I was doing these exercises right. And basically, once I started seeing the progress on my face, after taking the photos, I could see that I was doing them. So the main thing is, when you're doing your exercises, is you be positive. Don't stress about whether you're doing it right or not. If you think you're not doing it right, just go back to the mirror, have a look and see if you're doing it right. And if you are unsure, go back to the video that you've watched me doing it in and really watch the very close idiosyncrasies of what I'm actually doing. So have your power affirmations, and if you can't think of that at the same time that you're doing the exercises, maybe have the affirmations just posted all over your house, on your computer at work. I'm getting better and better every day in every way. I'm getting better and better. Every day in every way, I'm getting younger and younger. It's all that sort of stuff. And if somebody points and laughs at you for putting affirmations on your computer at work, well, look, feel sorry for them, because if they can't see, a positive thing in what you're trying to do in helping yourself feel better, that's clearly their problem. All right? So that's the third one, is be positive and use affirmations. Now, the fourth one is a really good one, and it is to do your facial exercises with someone else. Now, this is a really, really good thing to do, because when you do facial exercises, it's really a funny thing to do it with somebody else, because you're pulling faces, and because you're, like scrunching your nose up and you're looking up and you're doing this sort of stuff and doing this sort of stuff and, this sort of stuff, everybody laughs at you because you're making faces. Now, that's okay, but it's a really good thing to do it together, because then you're laughing a lot, and laughter is the best medicine for everything. And also, you're helping each other do it, because what you're doing is you're watching your partner do it. So you can do it with your partner, with your male partner, and really, that is really the best one to do it with. If you've got a partner, male or female partner, doesn't matter, but if you've got a partner you can do it with, then you're both working and looking at each other while you're doing the exercises. So that you might do something that doesn't seem right. Your partner can say, no, look, you're actually wrinkling up here. You need to put your finger there, or try putting your finger here when you're doing it. So it's a really positive thing to do it with someone else. And, I try to do it with people. Here, there's sort of a lack of people where I live. As you know, I'm in the country. There are not a lot of people around. So that's why I really love doing it on the videos. But try to do it with somebody else. Okay, number 5 is, when you get to 3 months, reward yourself with a facial or a facial massage. If you can afford it, go out and book yourself to have a facial. That's number 5, the 5th tip, because if you do that, it is the most wonderful thing that you could do for yourself, because all this months you've been working on yourself, you've been doing all this hard work, so why not reward yourself with a facial? Now look, there are salons around that do a mini facial for $25. Now if you're able to do it, what I'd really like you to do is book yourself in for one. You will so not regret it. And then the next time, in the next 3 months, when you go to book yourself in again, you might have saved up a bit more money to have like a deluxe facial. So they're the type of things that you do. Always reward yourself. And I certainly reward myself. I always reward myself to keep myself spurred on and to keep going. But also what spurs me on and keeps me going are you people out there. Now, I really hope that that's helped you today. I'm going to sum this up again once more. So basically, the first one is set goals and rewrite those goals every 3 months. Review the goals every 3 months, because your face is going to start changing and you might need to start working on a different area. Number 2, take pictures and document your progress and journal your progress. You might feel really depressed, and you might think, oh, I didn't get to my exercises today, but I didn't do that because I really had a bad day at work, because somebody was really being quite nasty to me and I couldn't cope with it, whatever. But as long as you're journaling what's happening with your facial exercises, a lot of this emotional stuff will come into it, and you'll start to understand actually what's going on behind the scenes, and it really will help. Okay, number 3 is be positive and use affirmations. Number 4 is do your facial exercises with a partner. And number 5 is reward yourself with a facial. And I say with a facial because that's specifically what you're working on is your face. So reward yourself with a facial, whether it be a mini facial, whether it be just a facial massage for $5. You might go to a show and you might see somebody doing facial massage. Reward yourself with a facial. You will so come back to me and say, Peta, I'm so glad you told me to do that. All right, guys, well, I hope that's helped you today. I hope you have a lovely day in the world wherever you are. Please do remember to have a look at my photos at the end, because I hope that that's giving you motivation as well to spur yourself on. It certainly spurs me on every time I look at them. And, when I show people those photos, they just can't believe they can't believe the changes. And even in Sydney on the weekend, I was talking about facial exercises with a lady, and she wanted to have a chin lift. And I said to her, look, you don't have to do that. All you have to do is this exercise. Showed her how to do it, and she was just motivated and hooked like that. And when I showed her my photos, she just could not believe that that was me and the changes that had been made on my face. So I really hope you're identifying with all of this. I hope that it's really helping you, and I hope that you find some way to use these 5 tips to help you with your progress. All right, well, you have a lovely day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.